Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security. 629-3223.
Buying and selling? Then you know about OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's internet marketplace. But there's something you might not know. I'm Michael Warren, president of USA for Sale. We created Ocala for Sale in 1998 with a passion.
Good morning. You're listening to AM Ocala Live on WOCA, The Source. We had a little, what do they call it? Technical difficulties. But we are good to go now as we have in the studio Justice League Estate Sale. Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Morning. Where's that a crowd applause button?
Or you know what's the worst is when you get on an airplane and let's say it's delayed. Hey, this is your captain speaking. We're going to be a few minutes as we push back from the gate, and then when they finally come out and say, "And this is your captain speaking. We are now number 2 for takeoff," and everybody claps. Yep. You're like, how cheesy can everybody get? And then they clap when they land.
Yeah. And you're always like, you're clapping for landing for a good reason. But
He's terrified of airplanes.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah. I do not like it at all.
We've been trying to plan a trip, and every time I say, it's 3 days to drive there, we can just fly. He's like, nope, we're not going.
Now, as a pilot, a lot of people come in, and there's people nervous about flying. Now, most of our little aviation community is like, what? What do you mean, man? Oh, come on. It's fun up there. Hey, if somebody said, hey, Adam, you got to get in the water deep, way down deep, stay in the water as deep as you can, out in the ocean, come on, man, it's all good. I'd be the same way. Yeah. So I get it. So, I like it above land, but I don't like it under the water. So I completely understand the fear factor there.
Yeah, but that whole flying thing. I've done it several times. It's just getting on there. You clinch the seat and just go crazy. Oh, man, I can't do it.
He can't do roller coasters either.
That's true, too.
Okay, and that's a good sign, too. That's what I always ask everybody looking to do a flight. Hey, do you like roller coasters? And you're like, why? Oh, no. It's just because that's exactly what it'll all feel like. So if that's a little apprehensive, then it completely makes sense.
But I'd rather spend 4 hours in an airplane than 36 hours in a car.
That's true.
That's true. Now, as we guys got you in, you guys had a busy weekend again. Is that right?
It was. Enormous.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And we attribute that to you guys and the following and the listeners, and just it's amazing.
Yeah.
The customers.
Yeah. Now this was your first steps towards the Tampa area, as you had something that was within your group to do that. How did that go? How did Tampa work out?
It was a medium sale.
Okay.
It wasn't over the top, but we knew that going in.
Sure.
Is our first venture down there. I will tell you the response was good. We got a couple leads off of being there for customers looking for sales. Okay. So that was positive.
Yeah.
People really did like the way we did things, so that was
I think
great.
The weather played a huge factor down there.
Yeah, it was cold.
And that house was literally right on the water.
Yeah.
Oh, so you had a that little wind too.
Oh, yeah.
So you got chilly. Gosh, and that's crazy.
Yeah, it was. I
does
think
get
one day
wintry
with a
down there.
high didn't even hit 50.
Yeah, because that front and everything came through last week there, Thursday night. Friday got cold, and it never really warmed up Saturday. Not until Sunday it did.
Yeah, it was late. It was
and it was worse on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good weekend. Melissa's sale here in town was above and beyond. Mm-hmm. Stacy's sale down in Fruitland Park was a good sale. So we had a really, really good weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. Yep. That's awesome. And what do you guys got to talk about for this upcoming weekend?
This weekend is the flea market.
This weekend, actually, because we had such a big weekend, and we have a couple really, really big weekends coming, we've had to take a little bit of time to say, hold on a second.
Sure.
So this weekend, we do not have a sale. Yep. But we have the market, of course, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep.
And then there is a live auction. Last Friday night, they had the auction. Mm-hmm. Again, the cold weather, you know. But
they can nip
so
things.
this Friday also auction pre
Starts at 5.
Yeah, at 5, and then the auction I believe starts at 6 or 6:30.
Yep.
So everybody come out and see that. That's at Justice's World. Open air flea market.
Just south of Bellevue on 441. And the response to that thing, again, we attribute it to the listeners and our following, and the response down there has been so amazing.
Yeah,
And we just want to
good.
keep that
And the
momentum
vendors-
going.
The vendors are having so much good stuff to say about how, that they've seen traffic they haven't seen in years there.
Yeah, and we had heard that last week when we had the gimmick guys in there talking about the grand opening and stuff, and the vendors had a good time, and that made sense because that was the initial.
Yeah.
But to still continue to do that even through this weekend, that's good
Yes.
news, because that's just going to keep it going.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't want to give up on that thing at all. We want to keep that momentum rolling. We want people just to keep piling
And we need
in there, piling
vendors.
in
I
there.
mean, that's the key is vendors. If we
Yeah.
don't have product, people aren't going to shop.
Right.
And with it only being $5 a space,
There you go.
you can't beat that.
Right.
You need to come out and get a space.
Yeah.
And it's free advertising. Think about it. If you're going to have a yard sale at home, you have to pay for the advertising in the newspaper if you want to do it.
Yeah.
You've got to do your own advertising. We're doing it all for you. For $5, all you got to do is come put your stuff out there and sell it. We're going to do all that advertising for you.
Yeah,
Right.
$5 a day. Did you
Yeah.
hear that, listeners? $5 a day. So that takes care of anybody who has that honey to-do list up
Oh,
there in
yeah.
the attic going, I got to get all this stuff
Yeah.
out of here. But the garage too, I was making a joke yesterday with Joe that now when real estate agents advertise 2-car garage, you're not thinking car, you're like, man, okay, that's one full Foot Locker of everything we
Yes.
can put in here.
Exactly.
It is true.
So with that being said, if you got to get rid of stuff, $5 a day, it's
It's a
just
no-brainer
that's,
there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we want vendors that are going to stay and be permanent
Right,
vendors.
right.
But we will welcome,
Yeah.
couple weekend vendors. You just need to clear out that garage or whatever. Absolutely. We would love that.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And I was wondering, I was going to say, well, when do you guys take a break? But that makes sense. So now that you've got a little system going here, that's where, okay, you got some big stuff coming up, that this weekend, a little bit of break from the estate sales, the flea market, we can push that. You guys can work with what you have going on there.
We have a remote sale coming, so we're getting the remote facility ready, set up for that sale.
There you go.
We've got appointments all over the
Yeah,
place.
the-
So
Yeah.
sometimes you just have to sit back and reflect and go, okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
You got to breathe, because
Yes.
otherwise it would be overwhelming.
Yeah.
It really would. But like today, I think we're driving to Daytona today
Yes.
for an appointment.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So we're hoping to get that one.
Yeah. Man, you guys, actually now what have I been here now? About 4.5, 5 weeks or something like that? Just in the time, 2020 has been big for you guys. In the time I've been hosting, you guys have been just kind of ramping up in a way. And I'm good. I'm glad you guys can think of it in that positive way to say, it's okay. We're going to take a breath. We're not going to lose out on anything, because what you guys are doing is absolutely doing the right thing and enough.
Right.
So yeah, keep at it. Now, what do you guys got then for the next weekend, the big stuff coming
Yeah,
up?
the following weekend we've got 2 sales right now. We could book another one. We're talking to a few people online. But right now we have 2, and both of them are right here in Ocala.
Okay.
One of them is, well, believe it or not, they're only about a mile apart. They're both in the southwest side, just off Airport Road.
Okay. Yep.
Both of them are just great houses. One of them is already done. It's up on our website. The video's posted. The other one we're doing tomorrow.
Okay.
And so we'll have the video posted for it tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
And both of them are just great houses. If you're looking for tools, it's in the first one. There's
Yeah.
all kinds of tools and all kinds
Woodworking.
of woodworking, collectibles,
wow.
that kind of thing. Then the second one, we really haven't had a chance to dig in, but there's some really, really fine furniture in there,
Yeah,
some great decorations. Yeah.
If our listeners remember, a couple months ago, we did a huge Christmas house sale. This lady had a Christmas village. Hundreds and hundreds of Christmas houses. We actually moved it to another location. And this is the home that those Christmas houses came out of.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was massive.
Yeah. It was so big we couldn't have it in the
No.
house.
She had set up 2 full rooms and made them these Christmas houses. We had to break it all down and pack it and move it, and it was a fantastic sale.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but now this is the actual house where the Christmas houses were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, incredible. That's good stuff. I'm trying.
And that's what's cool is we really develop relationships with our customers. So, we maybe today we're only doing this for them, but next week we'll do that for them. And we just love the relationships we're building with our customers.
Yeah, this is all great stuff. And for those who want to see this stuff, Justice justiceleagueestatesales.com.
Correct.
I always try to say it too fast. I got Dan. I know he's sitting in his chair right now, swiveling at the airport, going slow down. So yeah, justiceleagueestatesales.com, where you can find out more information on that with, like you said, all the pictures and stuff of the items that you have, and then also on some of the other platforms, you got Facebook.
Which is a big deal. We want everybody to come to our Facebook and see us.
Yeah, get on the Facebook, and then a little bit that you guys have on Instagram as well.
Instagram, which I wish we could get more followers. So if you're out there and you're using Instagram, follow us. We really like to build those people to be following us on Instagram, because we do a lot of live posts.
Yeah.
And that Thursday morning, Friday morning, Saturday morning, we're at the sale. We'll be posting on there things that we have, crazy, weird sort of things, or we'll do random flash sales.
Okay.
For the next hour, it's going to be this, or for the next couple hours, it's going to be that.
Right. So you can kind
This
of
past
move more
weekend, we
stuff
had
and everything.
that. The owner came in on the second day, and he's like, I just want to give this stuff away. So every hour on the hour, the discount was increasing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But if you don't follow us, you don't know that.
Yeah, unless you're there, which still would be an encouragement to get out there. But at the same time, too, when you see something like that, that's the word to
Jump
get
and
there.
go, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the other platform, again, is YouTube.
Yeah.
You can go on there and you can walk through that whole house and see everything, which is good because you don't realize it till you lay it out. But in your house, you could have 3, 4, 5,000 items.
I know.
You can't put a picture of everything up.
No.
It's just not possible.
No.
But in that video, you can see everything.
Yeah.
So that's why we really, really encourage people go to YouTube and see those videos.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, like you said, with even like Instagram, like remember hearing me talk, like that's a platform alone that's even easier access to see as you scroll through for the pictures that you put up, and it makes things look a certain way that's more enticing in itself. So yeah, listen, get out there, follow them on Instagram, and see them on the YouTube, and that's part of what we do, streaming you guys live and everything like it. But yeah, so that way you guys can see it. And that flash sale idea is great. So that's where people thinking right now, even like, oh, well, estate sale, it ends up being a little too much. When we start to look for something, it becomes a little pricey. That's not how it is. No. It's not like that at all. Because like you said, the owner come in and says, you know what? I like where this is at today. Since this is going well, let's just push it. Let's just put this stuff out there, discount it, let's get it out, and move it. And the way you're going to know to get down there and get part of that sale.
Oh yeah, and if you're not part of following us on one of those social media platforms, you're not going to know.
Right.
And we do some crazy random stuff. One day at 2:00 in the afternoon, we did bring your box, $5 a box.
You bring your own box. You fill it $5, whatever you can fit.
We just do it, whatever strikes us at that moment is when we hit it and do it hard. We did a Sunday sale one time.
We've done that twice.
Yeah, where we did everything 75% off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we just, whatever strikes us.
Yeah, and that's excellent. And because the whole goal is to help the people out, moving this stuff out of there. That way people can move on with what they have to. That's what you guys are working on.
Right.
The bonus is being able to make the money that you need to do what you guys do within the community and all that stuff. So that's why it's important to know of you guys, and that's why we're proud to have you here at WOCA, The Source. Yeah. So that's good. So like you heard, justiceleagueestatesales.com. Follow them on Instagram. Get them on Facebook. Look for them on YouTube.
Right.
And all that good stuff. Yeah. So what else? Anything else floating out there that you guys want to touch on?
We have some exciting stuff coming. We have a really crazy house in the Villages. I'm sorry, not the Villages. Gainesville, the 2-3-story house.
Oh yeah, I bet there's. It's 5 bedrooms, 2 offices, family room, living room, dining room.
An attic she turned into a closet.
There's actually 2 attics where they kind of made a doorway and then went into the attic and remodeled them. And one's a closet, one's another office.
This house is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got another one coming up in Micanopy. It's one of those big Victorian mansions.
Oh wow, yes.
And you want to talk about high-end furnishings in there? Oh boy.
Yeah, and that's the stuff a lot of people relate. Estate sale too is those.
We
ones.
have one coming in the Villages. It's going to be a while, so don't get too excited. But it has this couch and love seat, and it is a salmon color.
Yes.
And I know that sounds crazy, but this couch is beautiful.
It's like brand new too. I don't think anybody sat on it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have a lot of really cool stuff coming.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. It made me think of Ray Romano and Everybody Loves Raymond. They used to make the joke because his mom would put plastic
Yes.
coverings. And what's funny about that is my Italian great grandmother did the same thing, and there was nothing more uncomfortable than on a cold winter's day is sitting down after you take your jacket off and you're like, oh, this plastic.
We did a
plastic.
sale, one of our first sales, and remember that white couch that had all that plastic on it?
It was,
and it was old, so when you sat down, it was like crinkling, and it was
yeah.
like, oh no.
yeah,
But
we've had that before.
But like you said, this one in itself is just a beautiful couch. It just hasn't been sitting.
Yeah, I mean, this house is so beautiful. Our staging won't be more than an hour or two because it's already staged. That's how well this person took care of this house.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's cool. That makes it a little bit easier for you guys, and then makes it like, because then you can take less time to do that and more time to the creative idea of how you want to push to get the stuff sold in a way. Yeah, I can see that.
I think we have one coming off of Baseline Road in a couple of weeks. It's got a lot of great pieces in it. We haven't staged it yet, but
Which one's that?
off of Baseline, the White House.
Oh, okay, yes. That's one of
That's
the
how it goes,
downsides
I
of
was
our
gonna say,
jobs.
yeah.
We go to so many houses, and sometimes it runs together, and we nickname all the houses ourselves when we go in a
That
house.
way you
Like
could keep 'em
the one this
separated.
past weekend was the Elvis house.
Right.
The one I did, it had a lot of jewelry. So it had diamonds and stuff like that. So that we just kind of give them quirky little names because you can't keep it straight. You really
Right.
can't.
Right.
We have a farm in South Ocala coming soon.
Yep. With a couple big sheds with a lot of tools and I think a little bit of farming equipment.
Yeah. Boy, it's the variety of stuff that we are able to find and see is just amazing.
Yeah, I think that's also something so unique. Just like we've talked about already with some of the past sales you had, the variety of stuff is fairly unique. Because like you said, okay, well, in this, like you said, farm, okay, mostly tools, but that doesn't mean that there's not going to be something there.
Oh,
that's
there's
crazy.
no, you're
just
right. Inside the
in a
house is
different
antique
spectrum.
furniture.
Yeah.
Is that the cabin house? Which house are you talking about?
It's the farmhouse down off of South Ocala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that has all the stuff in the collectibles in the
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
The house kind of looks like a log cabin.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Yeah, excellent.
You don't expect to see a house like that in the middle of Ocala.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you guys very, very much. We're coming now to the top of the hour. And like I said, it's always a pleasure to have you in here
Thank
talking
you.
about this stuff. It's so unique. Get out there and follow them, justiceleagastatesales.com. Follow them on Instagram, get them on YouTube, and, of course, Facebook. But appreciate it, guys. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have to get out to that flea market.
Yep.
You're listening to WOCA Ocala, AM Ocala Live as we wind down here as another good show this Tuesday, Fat Tuesday, as tomorrow is now Ash Wednesday, the beginning of the Lenten season, which means we're very close to Easter. We're very close to spring, as we were talking with Carol Ann in the garden, and we had Sunrise Automotive with Matt Gibbs. Good show today, guys. Look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow as we got another setup for you. And what better way to finish the day with Justice League Estate Sales? Thank you guys very, very much. And for me, for everybody else, until tomorrow, goodbye.
I'm Lillian Wu. President Trump wrapping up his India visit with a state banquet in New Delhi a short while after a press conference during which he touched on a wide range of issues, including an intel briefing on Russia trying to interfere in the U.S. election.